There are these three colors that you should be very cautious and mindful of when you are in some certain kind of mood, or when you are decorating your rooms, or when you are preparing for an event, depending on the kind of event and depending on your mindset also. These three colors are no other colors but black, red, and white. Those three colors are very powerful spiritually, and here is the reasons behind that. According to physics, what we refer to as colors are just radiomagnetic radiations in the presence of light that are visible to our eyes according to their wavelengths. The shortest wavelength when reflecting to our eyes appear to us as violet, while the longer wavelength after violet when reflecting to our eyes appear to us as indigo, while the longer one after indigo appears to us as blue, while the longer one after blue appears to us as green, the longer one after green appears to us as yellow, while the longer one after yellow appears to us as orange, and then the longest one, which is the last one after orange, when reflecting to our eyes, appears to us as red. You see that in this their arrangement according to their wavelengths, red denotes the last. It is not only in physics. This is also how spiritually red also denotes the last, which is delay, which is stubbornness. Stubbornness in such that it represents hard to remove. Hard to remove in such that you must come across every other wavelength before you meet that longest wavelength, which is that red. It means toughness, stubbornness, delay, and so many more. That's why they say that red is danger. This is also why when you come outside in the afternoon, because in the afternoon you are much exposed to the rays from the sun, that is the light from the sun, and that time most of all those shorter wavelengths has been scattered all over the places, in such that if you look up, they will be the one to reflect into your eyes. That's why when you look up in the afternoon, you see the sky appear somehow blue, due to all those shorter wavelengths that have been scattered all over the places that are reflecting to your eyes. Shorter wavelength like all this blue, indigo, violet. But in the evening, when the earth has rotated in a certain way, in such that the sun has formed a horizon with the earth, that time most of the rays from the sun has gone above us, and all those shorter wavelengths has scattered above us, leaving behind the longer wavelengths, which are the yellow, orange, and red. They will not be the ones to reflect into our eyes. That's why in the evening, if you look at the sun, it appears somehow yellow, orange, or reddish. The same thing early in the morning. Those are just the little facts about red. Now, talking about black. Black is the total absorption of all the wavelengths. That is when all the wavelengths are being absorbed and none of them is reflected away. This is why spiritually black denotes total absorption of energy. That is why when you find yourself in a place where there is negative aura, or when you are in a bad mood, or when you find yourself where there is negative energy, depending on your mindset, or because all these things work, all these spiritual stuff works with your mindset. When you find yourself in a place where there is negative aura or negative energy, black is never recommended. But if you find yourself in a place where there is positive energy, or if you are seeking for some certain kind of energy, depending on your mindset, black is recommended because it will help you absorb them. Now, let's talk about white. White is somehow opposite of black, in such that white is the total repulsion of all the wavelengths. That is when all the wavelengths are being reflected away and none of them is being absorbed. That is why spiritually white denotes total repulsion of energy. That's why spiritually they also say that white represents purity. That is when every unwanted things are being repelled away, are being reflected away. That's why white represents purity, repulsion of energy, peace, and so many more. So if you find yourself in a place where there is negative aura or negative energy, depending on your mindset, white is recommended. See, there are more to this. There are more to these 3 colors. But as you can see, this video is getting lengthy somehow. So I believe with this little that I have told you, I believe I have planted that consciousness within you that whenever you find yourself in a certain kind of mood, or in a certain kind of event, or a certain kind of place where there is a certain kind of aura, whether positive or negative, you should have this. I believe I have created this consciousness within you to be mindful of how you engage with these 3 colors, these 3 specified colors, black, blue, and red, because they have much more spiritual impact beyond how you and I can even perceive them.